Hey guys, I got about an hour left before the Warriors tip-off, so I thought I'd search the internet for some basketball jokes, and damn, some of these are just ice-cold funny. For example, what do you call a dozen millionaires watching the playoffs on television? The Minnesota Timberwolves. And what do you call a New York Knicks player who wears a championship ring? A senior citizen. Oh, I love a good joke. But I'm getting a bit off topic of what I really wanted to say in today's video. So I'm going to get back on track here and put on my Warriors cap and jersey, have a shot of the Rock's Termana tequila, and of course, grab an ice-cold bottle of Michelob Ultra, the official beer of the NBA. Smash that like button, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, welcome to Hoop Reports. Steph Curry is 32, turning 33 this season, and I can't help but think his prime window is going to close up pretty soon. For everyone who isn't watching Warriors games, you gotta watch them. I mean, I don't think we'll ever see anyone play the way Steph plays ever again. Shaquille O'Neal said it himself that he's never seen anyone play the way Steph plays, and man, Shaq Diesel has been in the game for a long time. So a question regarding everyone in the Warriors organization, including Steph himself, is how can the Golden State Warriors maximize what's left of Stephen Curry's prime? First of all, to really digest this question, let's get nitty-gritty and see how other great players fared as Father Time descended upon them. Michael Jordan, the current undisputed GOAT, won his last MVP trophy at the age of 35. Karl Malone, the mailman, also won his last MVP at the age of 35, but he turned 36 pretty much right after he received it. This season, LeBron James is 36 years old, and he still is currently number one in the MVP ladder. Now let's take a look at players who play the same point guard position as Steph Curry. CP3, Chris Paul, at the end of last season, was 35, and he willed his team into a loaded Western Conference with the Oklahoma City Thunder and ended number 7 on the MVP ladder. And just for one final example, in the 2011-12 season, Steve Nash was 37 years old, was the co-captain of the Phoenix Suns, and still came in number 9 on the MVP voting race that year. Man, talk about going back in time there. I think I need a drink. Damn, this Michelob Ultra is delicious. When I drink it, it makes me feel like the world around me stops for a second. Anyways, like I was saying, through looking through that MVP age stuff, I'd give Curry about 2 to 3 more years left of MVP level play. 3 to 5 years left of playing really effective basketball. Then after that, maybe another 1 to 2 years where he can play a smaller role similar to how Ray Allen finished off his career. To maximize Steph Curry's prime, first off, Klay needs to come back healthy. The odds are definitely not in the Dubs' favor if the other Splash brother is not in the lineup. Klay Thompson makes Steph's job a lot easier because he's hands down one of the best catch-and-shoot players in the history of the NBA. And what that means is, first off, he can take over games like how he did when he scored 37 points in a quarter and when he dropped 41 on the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 6 of 2016. This takes the load off Steph a lot, which allows him to rest more and oftentimes even play full quarters in the fourth. Second, he makes it so much easier for Steph to operate because you can't double-team Steph when Klay is standing next to him, ready to catch and shoot. Klay Thompson needs to be back and healthy, period. Next, James Wiseman needs to develop fast. The next Golden State dynasty actually depends a lot on Wiseman and how quickly he can get to his potential. It's not a secret anymore, but Wiseman has a ton of potential. He's a rookie right now, but if he can develop as fast as, say, Karl Anthony Towns did in his second season, or even put up stats like DeAndre Ayton did in his second season, then Wiseman is going to be a monster. A 20-point, 10-rebound, 7-foot beast who can stretch the floor and explode sometimes is definitely going to make Curry's life a lot easier. Steph won't have to fight as hard on both ends of the court, and I'm sure he and his body would both appreciate that come playoff time, when the lights are shining bright and all eyes are on him in the fourth quarter. Draymond Green is next on the list. He's going to take a page out of Tony Allen's book and play all NBA level defense even as he ages into his early 30s. Tony was selected into his last all-NBA defensive team when he was like 35 years old. So to allow Steph to prolong his prime, Draymond Green, in addition to playmaking, is going to have to continue playing excellent defense in order to maximize what's left of Steph's prime. Steph can shoot and score 50 a game, but to win a championship, the other side of the floor needs to be locked down. The bench the Warriors currently have really isn't bad. They're actually pretty good. Last time I checked about a week ago, they were in the top 10 in scoring, rebounds, and assists. That of course needs to continue going forward, and perhaps the signing of another big would be good too in case one or both of your centers gets injured. If the Warriors are going to be consistently out-rebounded, especially in the playoffs, Curry is going to play with that chip on his shoulder and try to get some rebounds amongst the trees, and that'll eventually lead to some wear and tear. A lot of what the Warriors can do to maximize what's left of Stephen Curry's prime is also dependent on himself. Steph Curry needs to take a page out of LeBron's book and go on that $1.5, $2 million a year body treatment that LeBron does every year to keep his body in fantastic shape. LeBron's commitment to excellence is first class and second to none, so Steph needs to call up his friend and ask for the deets. What does he eat? What technology is he using? How does he work out? What does he do in the off-season? What beers does he drink? All right, probably not that last one, but hey, Michelob Ultra isn't a bad choice. All jokes aside, every little thing, it all counts and adds to the bottom line, longevity. One part of maximizing an athlete like Steph's prime time is keeping things fun. This fun factor here can't be understated. A negative environment is probably one of the quickest ways to end an athlete's career. So Joe Lacob, Bob Myers, and Coach Kerr have to keep things fun in the Warriors organization. The culture there right now, despite the Warriors fighting for a playoff spot, is championship level stuff, and that culture needs to continue if they're going to maximize what's left of Stephen Curry's prime. Going off topic for a second, this goes for life as well. Keeping things fun is the best way to keep your life vibrant and electrifying. So ladies and gentlemen, have fun, and that's in order. Also have a Michelob Ultra. That's also in order. I'm just joking, but I do wonder if through subliminal messaging or something, if any of you guys got one during the video. Anyway, moving on. If Steph Curry can play MVP level basketball for another 3 years, say until he's 36 years old, that'll give Wiseman more than enough time to become one of the scariest dudes in the NBA. Just like Steph Curry, play as a shooter, and if he comes back healthy, like how Durant did this season, that's going to be just fine and dandy for sunny California. If Draymond Green can take a page out of Tony Allen's book and play at an all-NBA level until he's like 35, that's going to be the cherry on the top. Oh wait, no it's not. If Andrew Wiggins continues developing and starts playing with more passion and aggressiveness, like the Bulldog and Tom and Jerry, that would most likely be the cherry on the top. That is, unless Kelly Oubre stays with the team too and continues developing in every statistical category like he's been doing ever since he entered the league, then maybe that would be the cherry on the top. To be honest, guys, there are a lot of cherries. There's a dynasty lurking in the tail end of Steph's prime. I can see it clearly, even when the lights are turned off. Steve Kerr and the Warriors executives also see it. Kevin Durant may have left the Warriors, but the path to everything is still open. Oh, and by the way, why was Kevin Durant so skinny while he left Oklahoma City? Because Westbrook wouldn't feed him.